Okay, so hi, Brandy. How are you?
Hello, Megan West Jones. How are you?
I am super fantastic, and I am delighted that we are getting together and doing this market update. And I must say, you are glowing and looking so tan. So, I hear you just got back from Tulum, Mexico.
Yeah, we were in that area, a couple places in Mexico, and it was really, gosh, refreshing to be around like-minded businesswomen. It was obviously a learning experience, but I really didn't expect on the personal growth side to gain so much. So I think that's a big bonus, right? If you can grow your business and learn from other people that have grown fantastic businesses, but also on the personal side, right? Because
Absolutely.
sometimes we wear multiple hats when we're running a business, and then we have things that we love to do with our families and whatnot. So I think it was a really much needed event and retreat. So glad to
Wonderful. I am so happy to hear that. And I'm so thankful that you're back in sunny Sarasota, Florida. And I hear that we have some real estate market updates to share with our followers, our clients, other real estate agents. And I'm ready to dive in and talk about what's happening in this crazy real estate market.
perfect. So if you want to make me host, I'm gonna or co-host. I guess I'm your co-host, right? Like we can help.
Yes, you totally are. Normally, I take care of that before we start recording, but minor details.
Yeah, that's okay.
You
Normally,
should be able to share your screen now so that we can share all the great information we have for everyone.
so obviously we usually go over the local MLS, okay, or border realtors. We get this from the Realtor Association of Sarasota Manatee County. So this is a mega board that we belong to. And what they do is they do a great job of taking the information from the state, and it's this hyper local report for Manatee and Sarasota County. And you can also do your MSA like Northport, Bradenton, Sarasota. So first we're going to go over Manatee County. We're sitting in Manatee County right now at KW Suncoast.
Yes, we are.
So thank you, CEO, for taking some time away from your business to just let everyone know what's going on. So you can see the median sale price has gone up by 10.2% year over year. And then the average is down a little bit, not much, 0.6, but the median is still up.
Yeah, definitely. And what's super exciting is that we are up to 3 months of inventory in Manatee County for single family homes. So that has really helped take the pressure off of people having to make such fast decisions before really understanding what they were purchasing. So that is still going to allow some time to actually view the property, which is it's wonderful for everyone. That median time to contract, we are seeing that has increased to 27 days from 6 days last year. So, but 27 days to contract is still not overall a terribly long time to contract, right? I know we've both worked in other markets where, wow, that's still really great and nothing to shy away from. When we look at the new listings, we're actually down in the number of new listings, which is interesting. And pending inventory is pretty close to on pace with what it was last year. And last year was one of the best years in real estate we've ever seen. And by last year, we are going over the December numbers. So I mean 2021. I know technically we're in 2023 now, but it is fascinating to look at the numbers. And I think that looking at from a national news perspective, it can be a little disconcerting because you think that that story applies to you. And real estate is actually a very local by nature. So it's important to understand what's going on in your own backyard.
Yeah, we're actually including a very valuable article that some of you might have actually read recently. It was in Forbes. I think we've all heard of Forbes. And it's interesting because it talked about not only the building inventory, what's going on with their confidence on a national level, but then it got really hyper local, and it actually mentioned our area because I think the person contributing to the article actually lives here as a financial advisor. So this article, I think, was really something that spoke to me. We're going to include that in the newsletter, so you're welcome to read that when you receive this update.
Perfect.
So we're going to go down and we're going to talk about Sarasota County. We're still under 3 months in Sarasota County. So, we're right next to Manatee County, but we're still at 2.5 months. although that is a significant increase from December 2021 of the previous year. Now, again, like Megan mentioned, these statistics come out around the 20th, 21st of the month. So we'll have January's report in February, of course. So yes, the inventory is up year over year, but it's still under 3 months. So we'll see what happens next month. Hopefully we'll get closer to that 3-month mark. We're up 16% for the median. So we're at 505.5 for the median sale price in December 2022. And then you see the average is actually up in Sarasota versus being slightly down in Manatee County, and almost that 10% increase for the average. Days on market, like you mentioned, median time to contract, 23 days, median time to sell, 61 days. So I think setting the expectation with the sellers, if you're an agent or you are an actual potential seller or current seller, is really important to know. Like the 8 days or 1 week on the market, those days are certainly over. We are actually going back to what we consider the average time. And this is still under average, right? Anything under less than 30 days is just, I mean, it used to be 90 days was a reason.
Right.
For especially, certain price points. So we're still seeing real estate move quickly and transact quickly, but obviously you can see it's up 187.5%. So the narrative and the conversation we need to be having with our clients is ever so important, because this is a huge change to them quickly, right, in their mind. So we have to be able to set that expectation and let them know what's actually going on with the market.
Certainly. And, the economic updates that I'm sure that we'll be sharing in future reports and updates are really showing things, considering, that gap in new construction based on the population that's entering first-time home buyer age, right? And then also taking a look at interest rates. The folks that are waiting for interest rates to go back down in the 2s or 3%, likely will never purchase a home, because when they are that low, that means that our Fed actually has 0 or possibly even a negative rate, meaning that banks aren't making any money to loan other banks money. And so we see that we are paying for that later with things like inflation. So interest rates are nothing crazy, when we look historically over time. And if you consider renting, you're technically paying 100% interest when you're renting. So just a little mind teaser there for our followers.
Yeah, 100%. I think that, my question is always when I'm coaching an agent on those conversations with their clients is, how long are they willing to wait? Right? We had a really good cycle for how long, right? Being in
14 years.
So sellers had the driver's seat for a long time. Well, we'll inch our way back to the buyers, but right now sellers are still technically in the driver's seat. I just think there's a mindset shift with the buyers understanding, overall, if you look at the history of interest rates, like 7% was really that average mark. So to be under that at this point is still very fair.
Absolutely.
And if you are unhappy with paying more than 6%, then we have some options, right? We can always ask the seller to help out and buy down those points. So you have some options. You just need a strong negotiator. You need a local economist of choice, and you really need a real estate professional consultant that's going to help you through that. All right. Well, we're going to move on to luxury. This is my favorite topic.
Love that. I do know it's your favorite, and it's becoming one of my favorite subjects, just so you know.
I love it. Well, obviously being the regional luxury ambassador for Keller Williams in the North Florida area, I just love talking about luxury with agents, with clients, and talking about building wealth and where can we start so you can eventually build your portfolio the way you want to see it on the real estate side. And then how can we help you get connected with someone on even the other side with a financial advisor and diversifying that portfolio. So the luxury benchmark for the Sarasota and the surrounding beach areas is 1 million. That has remained the same since last month. It is a buyer's market, as you can see right here. So obviously we had a balanced market. Now we're moving into a buyer's market in this price point. And then we'll jump down to see that the homes sold for a median of just under 97% of list price in December 2022. So we still have a healthy list to sales price ratio. And then that most active band is 1 to 1.2. We're seeing that even with our own listings. I mean, we have a lot of listings we're bringing on in this price point, and that seems to be the heavy activity with buyers. And then the median spot. It is, isn't it a great sweet spot? I mean, it seemed like, gosh, a few years ago, even like that 1 to 1.2 was really like high end. And now it's like, this is becoming the norm for like a typical home in certain areas. And so you see the median luxury sales price for single family homes is 2 million. And then the median days are up, right? Just like they are with the regular price points, 24 days up from 15 in December. But again, still very healthy. If you're pricing that luxury home the way that you should price it, it's still going to attract the buyers.
That's right.
So I also wanted to share, and this is just, me wanting to share some of the luxury numbers within Keller Williams, being an ambassador for our luxury folks here at Keller Williams. I'm just elated to see these numbers come out. Obviously, the last 6 months, we've had a shift in the market. And so some people are getting out of the industry. Maybe they see a lot of luxury inventory hitting the market. So I was on a Zoom earlier today with other regional ambassadors. So hopefully they don't get mad at me for sharing the screenshot here with on their faces.
To our peeps.
They're all wonderful experts in other areas. And it's really nice to get a perspective from what's going on in their market. And then to look at the numbers collectively for above $1 million in United States and Canada. So this is not even our global numbers. This is just for North America. We sold with Keller Williams Luxury above 1 million, 94.9 billion with a B above 1 million. Okay. That's a lot of luxury sales above 1 million. Now, what I love is the transactions involving referrals, 17.1 billion. That's 18% of this number was from agent to agent connection. So no matter which, firm you're with, the referral connections are so important. Those agent connections are so important, no matter which brand or even an independent firm, like making sure you're reaching out to agents that are in those feeder markets where people are already moving here. Why not make sure that they're in the hands of another real estate professional consultant like yourself?
That's right. I mean, those relationships are so important. And let's be real, that real estate in and of itself is a relationship business with our clients, with the agents on the other side. And we all get further faster when we build those great relationships.
Yeah, I think they're so important. So speaking of relationships, we have some really seminars coming up. Okay. And they're going to be a little bit seminar where we're going to educate some of our consumers, whether it be past, current clients. This can be for agents. This can be for anyone that loves wealth building. So I think most people know that my mission is to help as many people as possible increase their net worth. And by doing so, they'll give back to their community. And philanthropy is very close to my heart, as it is yours. And we live in a community where it is just so rewarding to see how many people are involved in this aspect. So we're doing a wealth building seminar. Now, don't get kind of afraid of the word seminar. We're going to bring an educational piece to this, but we are going to bring other experts in, CPAs, financial advisors. It's not going to be all real estate related. Okay. I don't want to hear myself talk. I'm going to be there to facilitate the people that are going to offer some sort of guidance with what's going on, right, with the economy and where to put our money and when to move the money. So we're going to have an educational piece, but we're also going to mastermind. Okay. So I want people to know, like, they're not going to just have to sit there and take notes. We really want to collaborate with anyone on the topic of wealth building. And that's February 28th. And we're going to send out an invitation. Everyone will get invited that's in our database. And again, this is for agents too. And it's broker agnostic. We just want to talk about wealth building.
I love it. I'm super excited. And we do have another seminar. This is great for our young people, agents, clients, anybody that is looking to understand the path of money and really master that. So I know that you are teaching Quantum Leap on February 6th. I cannot even believe we're in February. And that's going to be from 2:30 to 4. And we're going to talk about mastering the basics of money. So if people aren't quite ready for that wealth building conversation, which I would encourage them to attend anyways, that's going to be a really, really great education. And thank you so much for just volunteering and bringing that to our community and our agents and our agents' children. So it's really great content. And I always walk away with a nugget or something that I could pour into somebody else or apply to my own family.
Yeah, I mean, we have a curriculum that we're going to follow, but keep in mind, there's a lot of masterminding, and we're going to have different agent stories. We're going to have different client stories where we were able to kind of start by helping them get to zero, right? Start tracking their net worth, basically pay off any debt should they have had that. And, a lot of Americans do, right? We've looked at the US. It's just the way that sometimes we're taught, as soon as we go to college, we get handed a credit card in the mail and it's like, oh, free money. So we're going to talk about the basics, but there's a lot of content and stories that I add to share. So no matter where you're at in your wealth building journey, we touch on all levels. So this is not just for young adults. This is for anyone that really wants to plan for their financial future. And really, this is funny. I heard this on a podcast with some of the ladies that I was at the Empire Circle retreat with, and it's your FU number. So if I may say, and that could stand for many different things, but they were talking about coming up with that number. So we're gonna come up with that number. And what that means is, the number that you feel good about, where you can say no to things, knowing that you're saying yes to what's important to build that financial future for you. So if you want to bring your spouse, you are more than welcome. I feel having an open line of communication, doing like couples goal planning, the finance piece is such a hard topic to talk about, but I can tell you, I've learned by making this mistake in the past, like not having that open line of communication right from the beginning, it can be a little treacherous, right? As you go through life. And I think it's important to just at least start the conversation in some capacity with your family, whomever that may be.
Absolutely. And one last thing, we have recently welcomed on a new team member and we have been hiring. So in our newsletter, you all are going to get to meet our newest additions to our team, which we are so delighted about. And also we are always casting that net for talent. We have so many different roles and opportunities. So if you or someone are looking for opportunity, please reach out to Brandy or I. You could email us, text us, send us a direct message. My personal cell phone number, if you want it, you can reach out to me. It's 941-402-7012. I would be honored to schedule a consultation or at least be a resource in your career path. And then Brandy, anything that you want to add to that?
Yeah, I would just say we have multiple companies and businesses that we're always looking to attract talent to. So whether it's the operations partners that we work with, or if it's on the sales side, we do have multiple businesses that we're always looking to help you grow your financial future. And, if you're looking for opportunity and you want to grow individually, personally, business, that's what we love to do. So no matter what your background is, even if it's outside of real estate or anyone, hey, just connect us. If not us, we might be able to connect them with another business owner that's looking for that specific role or talent.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been your end of year update, and we are so excited to get our newsletter out to you, and stay tuned for those amazing seminars. If you need anything, you can reach out via email, Brandy Coffey at thecoffeygroup.com. You can visit our website, Brandy Coffey or thecoffeygroup.com. And as always, our team line, if you need to reach one of us, is 941-404-4737.
We do own brandycoffee.com too. So that actually redirects. So either way, thecoffeygroup.com or brandycoffee.com, we're all here for you, and just reach out. There's a lot of resources on there, and we hope to see you soon.
Awesome. Bye, everybody.
Have a great one.